Hi and welcome to today's video. This is Leah at buttercreamparties.com. Today I want to share with you my chocolate fudge cutout sugar cookie recipe. This is a no chill, no spread recipe. So first what we are doing is measuring out 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm showing you how I do the scoop and level method here. Basically, I'm just using a smaller spoon to scoop into my 1 cup measuring cup, and then I'm using the flat side of a butter knife to wipe it level. I also have a bowl underneath it to catch the excess flour, and that way I can just pour it right back into the bag. Alright, so what makes this recipe a chocolate fudge cutout sugar cookie is that it uses a chocolate fudge instant pudding mix. This is the 3.9 ounce package, and you're just going to dump it in. And then I'm also adding in a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. I didn't sift anything, I'm just going to stir it up and get rid of any of the larger lumps, but the stand mixer is going to do a lot of the work for us. So we're going to set this aside for later. So in your stand mixer with the paddle attachment, you're going to add 1 cup of cold salted butter. It makes less of a mess if you can cut it up a little bit first. Then I'm adding in 1/4 cup of brown sugar packed and 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. And you're going to mix this in your stand mixer until it's nice and creamed together. And once all of the lumps are out, you want to add in 1 egg, one teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then you're going to add in anywhere from 1 to 3 tablespoons of canola oil or any preferred light tasting oil. Go ahead and start with just 1 tablespoon for now. Okay, once that's mixed together, you're going to start slowly adding in your dry ingredients that you set aside earlier. Now this recipe does get pretty dry since you have 3 cups of flour and that pudding mix in there. So that's why we add the oil into it. But right now we just have 1 tablespoon of oil. We're going to mix it, see how it comes together. If it becomes too crumbly, you can add in 1 more tablespoon of oil, mix it up, see if it'll form a ball at all. If it's still not doing that, I found that 3 is kind of the max that you should do. When you are forming the ball with your hands, it'll come together a lot better because your hands will kind of melt the butter. When I made this batch for the video today, I only needed to use 1 tablespoon of oil, but sometimes I do have to use 2, and sometimes I've even used 3. So you're going to want to flour your work surface, and you're going to see me pushing this ball of dough together, and it is a little bit crumbly, but for the most part it's sticking together into a ball, and that is going to be the consistency that you want. I also don't recommend rolling it in cocoa powder. I know sometimes people do that for dark cookies, but the cocoa powder just adds too much bitterness, I found, and the flour is going to be covered up with the buttercream icing anyway, so you're not even going to see it. So here I am rolling it out with my Joseph adjustable rolling pin. I have it set for 3/8 because I like that thickness the best for using buttercream, but you could also do it 1/4 of an inch if that's what you prefer. Okay, and then you're going to use your cookie cutters to cut the dough and lift it out and put it onto your lined baking sheet. I don't like to flour my cookie cutter because I want the dough to stick to it a little bit. That way I can carry it over to the cookie sheet. I just find that it keeps its shape a little bit better. This cookie sheet can comfortably fit 6 of these cookies, and so I'm just going to cut out 6 cookies. You do want to keep a good couple, 2 to 3 inches in between each cookie. That way they don't spread while you're cooking them. And you're going to cook them at 350 for 7 to 10 minutes or so. You want to be careful not to overcook the cookies because it's going to be hard to tell if they're burning. Right here you can see them pulled out of the oven cooked, and you're just going to let them cool until ready to frost. I do recommend, if you have time, to place these cookies in an airtight container and freeze them for 24 hours before you frost them. It's just going to help keep the cookies really soft, but either way, if you're putting buttercream frosting on these, it's going to soften up that cookie once the buttercream crusts. And always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and in the comments you can let me know what kind of videos you're hoping to see. All right, thanks guys, bye.